Hello. Good morning. Or good afternoon, I suppose. I don't know what time it is. When nobody tells you you're getting older, how fucking hard it gets to wake up sometimes. Sometimes I woke up at about 7:30 in the morning. I went to sleep at about 4 o'clock. Woke up at 7:30. And I was like, oh, I'll get another hour sleep. Fell asleep. Fucking 5 hours later, here we are. Or however many hours later it is. Also, nobody tells you about the back pain. My fucking back hurts. Um, it's strange because I had my back pain largely solved for the longest time, but just it's just back again for some reason. My back pain is back again. Uh, I posture has been something that I've been working on consistently for a while, and it just doesn't matter for some reason. That's alright. I get to bang some painkillers. Feel nothing. I just don't want to feel my body. Ever. I just want to be a head. I'm just a head. A head that can exert influence in the world, but still just a head. I don't want to itch. I certainly don't want to feel heat. It's like 30 degrees or something today in my humid ass country. So I can't walk anywhere because it will be like swimming. So I'm not going anywhere today. I think the library's shut anyway. It's a particular holiday in my country today, where one side my segregated uh, society celebrates a battle that happened a very, very, very long time ago. And the other half gets salty about it. One half flies their flags and burns a whole lot of wood and pellets. Gets very drunk, causes a lot of property damage. Maybe riots too. Been some riots here lately. It's funny. The pretense of the riots is that there's no social housing, right? Now the natural conclusion would be blame the government, which isn't incorrect. It's not incorrect. Government should be addressing the issue. Are they? Nope. So what is this particular side of the community start to do? They blame the immigrants, of course. The fucking immigrants, the brown people, and whoever else, Right. And I understand where it comes from. It's a frustration. It's a frustration with lower quality of life compared to how it used to be, and continued slipping standards across the board of the institutions within the country. There's also a lot more to it with because of Brexit and the particular point in time this subsection of the community is struggling with identity. People in my country have always struggled with identity, myself included. But this one is this subsection is particularly troubled currently because sort of political standing doesn't really hold a whole lot of weight anymore. And it's a lot like an abusive relationship with a more powerful partner. But they'll never accept it because there's so much historical bitterness there within this community, you know. So we just keep going round and round and round and round and round and round. That's all right because it means that the society stalls out, which means that there's still a potent risk of troubles and terrorism, and which ultimately is bad for business, which is good for me, because if you scare away the businesses long enough, it means it'll take them longer to find you, which means that you'll have less urban development, which is fucking great because it means that you don't have everything that's horrible about modern society in your country. I know people are gonna fucking chime in. They're gonna be like, "Oh well, yeah. If you don't have urban development, you're not gonna have social mobility." You know, let's look at some of the most developed urban areas in the West. You tell me there's social mobility there? Because all I see is a whole lot of property that has become a commodity that is being bought up by a whole bunch of fucking rich people, and then all the poor people who actually made the local area great are priced out of the region and forced to move to a different town away from the place that they were probably born in. And then you just have this like empty city. It becomes a shell of itself where it's living on this sort of phantom reputation. Uh, all the houses are empty and just kind of reserved for anybody that can fucking afford them, which is not many people, you know. It becomes like a theme park for rich people, you know, to live this human experience. It's a lot like how rich people hoard art, right? They have all this money and doing fuck all with it, you know. So, but a part of them understands that they've lost some aspect of humanity, or perhaps they seek to connect to an aspect of humanity that perhaps they never have, especially in the case of like inherited wealth and stuff. Um, so what do? Let's buy some art, you know. Let's talk about the art. Let's do there's a funny one. There's a funny one on my Instagram at the moment. I look at her stuff. Not her artwork, mind you. No, she will style herself as an artist. I think a couple of months ago she said, "Oh, I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of art this summer," and I haven't seen it yet. But she spends most of her time talking about interior design, which is fine. If you're passionate about interior design, that's great. But that's not what this is. This is a person with a very, very expensive house in a very, very beautiful coastal area that's being bought up by rich people to have their ugly little new developments, you know, where they have some like fucking they buy some either they have the wherewithal to give the architect a very, very strict, clear idea of the design that they want, or they let the architect run amok and have his own creative ideas, and the ideas are always fucking ugly as shit. You know, amazingly designed, sure, but it's all just vanity. It's vanity projects. It's just establishing your ego and imprinting it on the world. It's like walking around with your dick out, you know? It's like, hey, look at this. It's fucking disgusting. People disgust me. Um, how did I get here? Art, rich people. I don't know. Fuck rich people. Kill them all. Strap them to a rocket and blast them into the sun. It's a key plot point in a short story I'm going to be writing after I finish the book I'm writing at the moment. It's going to be a little comedy. I just want it to be Hitchhiker Guide-esque. Ooh. Oh yeah, but that's what's happening in my country at the moment. So everything just kind of gets shut down for. I mean, technically, it's only one day, which is the 12th. But it's longer. I mean, for example, the library doesn't open until Wednesday. Today is Friday. Libraries typically open 6 days a week, every day except Sunday. But it's not open today because they're doing IT stuff. It's not open tomorrow because the 12th. It's not open Monday or Tuesday because the 12th. So I'm fucking stuck here. Um, which is fine because I'm currently by myself, but that may not be always the case. And it's annoying being stuck. Anyway, I need to go start my day. So I'm gonna do that right now.